Have you ever asked yourself before, where is my time? You spend your day doing unnecessary activities, but neglect your family and your parents. Then, you wish you could have that time back. We are all guilty of this at some point. Perhaps, sometimes we have to spend our time on social and unnecessary activities for work. Just like treating people to dinner. Of course, it is a normal etiquette in social interaction. It can bring a relationship closer, explain a misunderstanding, or even resolve a difficult problem. I have a good friend named Austin. He is separated from his parents due to his work, and although they are not far apart, he rarely comes back home, no other reason. Busy work. One day, after working, Austin called to book a private room early in the most luxurious hotel. Because he was going to banquet two people who are very important to him. They are his leaders, Wemby. And the hotel recommended to him a hot pot package, which came in 3 grades, $50, $80 and $120. Without a doubt, he chose the best one, because in his view, making himself not embarrassed comes first, nothing else matters. Everything is ready. Austin awaited the arrival of the 2 important guests with a happy mood. But until nightfall and the mealtime had passed, the man who had clearly said, "No problem, see you then," had not shown up. Austin thought, maybe they are delayed, in order to remind. He dialed the phone of leader first. "Hi mister, where have you been now?" "Sorry Austin, what a coincidence. I just had an important client who want me to discuss the details. It's too important, so I couldn't come, sorry." "It's okay, you go about your business first, then, next time," Austin said. Hanging up the phone, Austin called the waiter and changed the $120 package to the $80. The waiter readily agreed. But before he walked out of the private room, Leader B's call came in. "Austin, I'm really sorry, something happened at home suddenly, need to go back immediately, I cannot come." Austin said, "All the dishes are ready, let's have some first and then go back." "No more really. Let's make a deal, tomorrow or next weekend, my treat." Austin was helpless, and awkwardly looked at the waiter who had not yet left the package room, bite the bullet and asked him to change the package to $50. The food had been served. Austin was depressed. He stared at the table full of dishes and had no appetite. Just then, the father called and asked when he was coming home, and the mother had been waiting for several days. The word busy is still indispensable in Austin's small talk. It wasn't until his father mentioned that his mother wanted to come over for a weekend lunch to comfort herself that he thought of calling his parents to enjoy the unexpected dinner. Without hesitation, the aging parents were overjoyed, dressed in brand new clothes and smiling with joy. They hadn't even thought about why their son suddenly invited them to dinner, and also it was an expensive set meal, in a big hotel. After the meal, they went home together. Turned to Monday, Austin went to work again. A colleague who lived in the same community as Austin's parents came to tell him, "These 2 days, your parents told to everyone in the neighborhood that you invited them for an upscale meal at the big hotel, and that you even toasted them and wished them good health." After hearing that, Austin burst into tears. This is a real story. It causes us to think deeply. In this world, everyone can leave you and hurt you, but not the parents. Life comes and goes, and only parental love is not late. And yet, where is our time? And to whom did the energy dedicate? Maybe it's the overtime work, the dinner party, the relaxation trip. But please remember, we work to leave, not leave to work. Even if we sit around our parents, we only pay attention to our mobile phones, less communications, more barriers. They seem to be suffering from the loneliness. "You are by my side, but I still miss you." There is a concept of opportunity cost in economics, which is simply understood to mean light. When you engage in an economic activity, you are giving up other possible economic activities and sacrificing other possible gains. This concept also applies to our lives. By choosing to leave your time to leaders, colleagues, friends, you also sacrifice the energy you leave to others, whether loving memories with loved ones. The Chinese author wrote in her book The Seeing Off. Gradually, I realized that the so-called parents and children relationship only means that you are destined to see him walking away further and further. You stand on this side the road and see figure gradually disappearing in the turning. And the back shadow of his figure tells you this silently. Never chase forward. Time is a gentle hand hidden in darkness, and when you are out of your mind and in a trance, things move away. In this world, the one thing I can't wait for is love. Time flies, so if you're at home, spend more time with your family. There's nothing complicated about companionship. Cooking a meal together, telling stories of your childhood. The happiness they want is nothing more than that.